Sports Minutes with Raushan.
Money FM 89.3. It's time for Sports Minutes with me, Raushan. Not long to go before the Singapore Premier League resumes, and amongst the host of ins and outs amongst players and coaches, Hougang United have made a change at the helm, replacing head coach Marko Krajovic with Robert Eziakor, who will take interim charge of the Cheetahs till the end of the season. After the highs of clinching the Singapore Cup in 2022, Hougang have struggled in the years since, and will a change in coach spark a second-half revival? Well, we're in the company of Robert himself to find out. Welcome to the show, Coach. How are you doing?
Hi, I'm fine. Hi, Roshan.
Good to have you with us, and huge congratulations on your appointment as interim head coach of Hougang United. Firstly, how were you made aware of this news, and what went through your mind when you picked up that call to find out?
Well, I'm excited anyway, but the result is not good. I guess the two of us knows, me and Marco knew that somehow, somewhere, it's coming. The question is whether it's me or someone else.
And you talk about knowing almost, right? Between Marco and you have a long time working relationship. I'm sure you're friends outside the pitch as well.
Yep.
Was it almost a bit awkward to take over from someone you call a friend?
No, Marco is like a father to me. I'll take this opportunity to say I really appreciate him. Brought me on board to be assistant coach. It's not every coaches can give you that kind of opportunity to you to assist him. It's about trust. But I guess he see my ability, he see what I'm capable of. Then he gave me the trust. We are still very good friends. We talk about this job. We talk about the nature of this job. We know that this job is about, you're going to get sacked somewhere down the line because, performance is always, yes, you hope that he go long time, but sometimes it's about result. If he doesn't come, maybe you're trying your best, but if it doesn't come, he just go away. So we are much more understand the nature of it. So wasn't that surprise?
Yeah, football is a cutthroat sport in that way where it's very results based. You talk about having the opportunity as assistant coach, right? Yeah. Now you take the extra step to be head coach as well. It's been a long journey for you, Robert. Yep. You've arrived in Singapore back in 2006 as a player.
Yep.
And now, 18 years later, you're the interim head coach of Hougang United. What does it mean to you personally?
Well, I'm grateful for everyone that helped me to reach these steps. I'm just kind of like see myself keep climbing the ladders.
I can't wait to see where you go from here because you are taking steps in the right direction. You've been a part of Hougang United for a long, long time in different roles. Yep. Do you think that exposure to the Cheetahs has helped you prepare you better for the head coach role?
Yeah, of course. I've been through different roles, administrative, coaching, and, coordinating the match event. Looking at my work right now, people are really very, very surprised. Some things like when I do presentation to the players, they're kind of like, oh, wow, I didn't know this guy can do this. But this is something I learned as administrative all the while since back then. Plus, my coaching is just kind of like when you coach, the more you knows about it. The more you get into it, the more you're comfortable, the more you find you're reading along the line. So all those roles I had is really, really, I'm bringing it down to this tough job at this point of time.
Yeah, it is a high-pressure job you're taking on because you only have about 12 games left in the season once you take over and the season resumes. What are some of your immediate priorities at the helm?
I mean, football is sometimes it's very obvious. We know that Hougang are capable of scoring goals here and there, but we know that we also have issues in defending. So obviously that's the immediate things I want to do to stop the defense, to make sure that we don't concede goals and or we concede less here and there, and we just stabilize the team and try to get some winnings as much as can.
You talk about stabilizing the defense. I can't wait to ask you a little later about some of your new signings, but I want to talk about your past for a minute, and that's your time as head coach of Tiong Bahru Football Club. It would have given you great experience to take on this role. What are some of the transferable skills you've brought on from managing Tiong Bahru Football Club?
I think that's the most place where I got my management skills. Because when you talk about amateur football, training-wise and all these things is not kind of like existing. Most players come from here and there, and some are retirees from former national players and former SPA players. So they are playing. So this is where you find how to manage the players. it's a very rough ground, very rough ground to manage these amateur players. And on top of that, they need to get a result. You need to get the best out of them. So coming to the game, you have to coach on the run. And coaching on the run, making a decision, playing players, some players, some people take time off to come and play a game, and sometimes you don't play them. They say, coach, why should I come? Because actually I supposed to be a night shift today, but I took time off, then you didn't play me. And these are full adult guys. so it kind of like... So, but anyway, this... I think this is where I got my best experience of man management skills. Dealing with these players in and out, maintaining results, ability to even to instruct them to do some certain things which they have not been practiced, but you're just telling them on the game day, telling them the tactics immediately to execute. And sometimes most times they do it. So the ability to convince them to do this is also something very interesting. All along in Tiong-Bahru, we brought a very huge success to the club.
Yeah, it's certainly telling of your ability, the fact that you brought success to Tiong-Bahru Football Club as well. But now you take on this role as a SPL head coach with Marco's imprint all over the team because you're taking over mid-season, right? How then does Robert Eziakor give his identity to Hougang United? How do you transfer that message to your players?
So first and foremost, those players, it's not that I'm new to them. They are used to me because obviously I run some sessions with Marco. Marco gave me some sessions to run. So we run things together. And everybody knows that me and Marco are quite very close in terms of discussing the tactics, talk about what is happening and all these things. So players are kind of like knows me. But obviously when you are taking the head on top, then you show a little bit of your style here and there, how you want to get things done, Yeah, identity is always with me. Because what I do, you can see differently. Okay, it's kind of like a bit different here and there. For me, I'm more articulated and more expressive. I just want things to be achieved. I like to accomplish tasks. You give me tasks, I just go and do it. I just don't want to complain. Can I just do it? That's all.
You're a go-getter in that way, I guess. You just want to get the things done, right?
Yeah, that's it.
So on the topic of getting the things done, we talked about having 12 games left to show what you got, right? Yep. What are some targets you've set for yourself?
Well, the target is the same. To win every game. I think that's what every coaches want to do. Win every game. Every game I set up, regardless of whether they put in paper, this person is better than us, they're going to beat us, I actually don't care. I'm just stepping on to just win the game and be very, very, very optimistic about it. That's all. You're going to lose. Okay, you got to deal with it. But first and foremost, can I win the game?
I can imagine every coach goes out there to try and get 3 points. Talking about coaches, every coach would have a style, a philosophy.
Yep.
What is Robert's style?
Mine is usually got a bit of very aggressive and intense. I like it aggressive and intense. You can see that in terms of our defending and our attacking. We try to be very aggressive. Intensity when we have a ball, aggressive when we don't have a ball. These are the key two things I try to influence my players to put on in every training session.
And I think fans of the league as well as Hougang United will be quite excited to see what Robert brings to the club. You've been quite decisive with the playing squad, right? In terms of players you've let go, but also players you've brought in. Firstly, let's talk about the players you've let go. Was that your decision? Was that the club's decision? Or was that the right way forward? Why was those decisions made?
Well, it's a club decision to let these players on. Of course, in consultation with the coaches as well, but club ultimately felt like that area is leaking, and we need a good foreigner to step up. With all those guys that are gone, they have done their best, but I think their best is not good enough, right? And that's why the changes comes in, So the club decided that it's best to change and bring in something that can help us.
And I'm going to ask you very quickly about the 2 new players that you brought on. But before that, one of the foreigners who's left is Christian Krajcek. Yeah. A bit of a different situation because he was carrying an injury that he could not recover from. Yep. But how big a legend is he for Hougang United?
Oh, obviously everybody was looking forward for him to return, It's quite unfortunate, one injury to another. We feel very sad for him. Him also feel very sad, Sometimes things happen, you don't know why. You're a good person. Kiki is a very good person, I feel very sad for him that he has to... this is also not because of Hougang. It also affect him for his football career. So as well. So he might stop playing. I don't know whether he can carry on, but depends on how long he can come out from these kind of injuries. But I feel very sorry for him. But anyway, life has to go on. I mean, he will find himself. It's a bit of sadness, but next moment he will find his rhythm and move on.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Life must go on, and our prayers and wishes to Kiki on that recovery, and hopefully you can continue, if not in football, as a player, maybe as a coach or something. We hope he can pick something up, because he brought football fans a lot of joy, and I think it's only fair he finds joy in life as well. Let's move the conversation on to that defensive shake-up you're trying to push on at Hougang United, right? Part of that, you've brought on Jovan Mogosa as well as Daniel Alemao, who are two players that have been announced already by the club. Tell me more about these players, their profiles, and how they will help you shore up the defence.
Obviously, they are quite very aggressive defence. Like I say, I like aggressiveness in defending. So Mugi is very aggressive, big guy. Coming from Croatia. Actually, it's Montenegro. Having that kind of players from that side. They're very daring to go in. They're there to kill someone on the pitch. Daniel is a bit of Brazilian, flexible, got flair of Brazil here and there. He got experience playing in Philippines. Daniel, at this point of time, we complement Mugi very well. Daniel, we felt like, because he played in the Philippines, he played here and there. So adapting in here is not a problem. And we needed someone like him immediately come in. We don't have enough time. We need someone that is quite ready to command. I think two of them complement each other.
And is that all, Hougang? Is he going to be active in the transfer window?
We adopt Tajali to come here and there and help us. We just felt like, okay, we'll give him a chance. We know who he is. We just give him a chance to come up and see whether he can make something out of it.
Whether he can take on the challenge, I guess.
He always there to take on a challenge. The question is, he's going to turn good.
Let's continue the conversation about the playing squad as well. You do have a bit of a senior squad on that sense, right? There are elder statesmen in the team, Shadan, Gabriel, Zulfami, the few that come to mind.
Yeah.
Is it a big challenge controlling older players?
Those guys you mentioned, Gabriel, Zulfami, even Shadan, Nazru, we all know each other very, very well. I think at this point of time, all of us they treat me like a friend, or not like a coach. They treat me like a friend. They literally treat me like a friend. They tell me what I needed to hear, what I don't need to hear. And all of us, we talk like a friends, on the pitch here and there. So we are just doing this as a friendly stuff, all these things, and as much as the business side is concerned. Two of us also, all of them, they draw the line. They know the expertise. They know that I'm a head coach, and they know that their roles as a football players. And I think it's good. I like it to be like a friendship, because what does friend do? Friend tell each other's truth, right? That's what we do on the pitch, They know. So it's not easy for me handling them.
And when you talk about your goals for the season, I can understand it being to win every game you set out to achieve. But has the management given you any KPIs to meet in that sense?
KPI is to move up the table. That's it. Don't end up on the 7th position. Fight as much as you can.
So is that then the best case scenario at the end of 12 games? You improve on your current 7th position?
Yes, that's where we're looking forward.
And are you treating this opportunity as almost an audition to get the role full-time, or are you just taking it one game at a time?
Full-time could have been there if I have a pro license, but unfortunately, at this point of time, it's not running in Singapore, so I need to apply here and there, find a place to get it. But at the same time, it's more or less like a full-time stuff for this. The interim basis because of I don't have the pro license to make it a full role at this point of time.
Well, the year has just started, so I hope that's a New Year resolution you managed to tick off.
Let's hope that the FAS can. They have been doing one pro license, has not even finished yet. I just hope he finished, then they put another one. I think there's so many coaches on the list waiting.
Exactly. You are not the only coach waiting, but you're the one with that golden opportunity to lead Hougang United into the Singapore Premier League season. Final question before I let you go, Robert. We know the Hougang Wolves, we know the fans of that club demand so much of that club. You know for a fact how passionate they can be. Yeah. They will be listening into this. What's Robert's message to the fans?
Oh, well, it's always the same. Let's look forward for the intense season, and let's look forward for more winning and more fighting on and off the pitch. I hope they will be there supporting our boys, giving them their all our heart and support and all these things. Sometimes I feel very bad for them whenever things didn't go our way, sometimes as a fans, they kind of like feel disappointed. We as a coach, we also feel disappointed about this. We just hope that things goes well. But I just ask them to come with the full and support the team.
Robert, your honesty and humility truly comes through this conversation. I do thank you for your time, and I'm sure the fans have enjoyed listening to you. I've been speaking to Robert Eziakor, who's the interim head coach of Hougang United. Coach, all the best for the season ahead.
Thank you.
Sports Minutes on Money FM 89.3.